long as you don't lean forward, it should be.
Well, it's making it tough for doing some of this. Let's see.
Oh, that's right, you can't turn over. It's far. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Alright. Okay, so the first thing is we pull up here, you can see this line, and that's the line for the spinal deltoid. And we're just gonna take some of that border so we can see where it ends here. Later on, you get a little bit more cleanup on the shoulder here as well. There's the spinal deltoid. And then sometimes what you want to do is wiggle the little limbs as you work with them. We can see this line right here, and that's the border between the brachialis and the triceps brachii. So, you got our spinal deltoid, triceps brachii, and brachialis, and we're going to clean up on the cranial border of brachialis as well. So now we can see where it's safe to take the tendon down, which many of you have already started working on this antebrachial fascia. Alright, so this is going to be a bit of a challenge, but sometimes what you do is you're working on is you can lift up on these little strap-like muscles. And as you lift up on them, you actually grab hold of that fascia, and that helps you clean it up just like that. First muscle we're seeing here is the extensor carpi radialis. Not quite ready to show the two heads of it yet, but you can see that at least. Is this working okay?
I think it helps because it's almost as if they're looking over your shoulder a little bit. You can see exactly what you're seeing.
So we start working our way through this. Again, sometimes manipulating the limb as you work with it will help you to see things more easily. By the way, Jasmine did a real nice job of saving the radial vein here. That was all her. And there's our border right there.
How does this look for y'all?
Sometimes it does help to have the limbs tied down as you do this, so you can put one more level of tension to work with as you go along with the animal. But there is a problem with that as well, because you can't put the animal as quickly, which is what I want to do with this for a demonstration, but you'll be dissecting slower than this anyways. So, some of the muscles we're going to see are muscles that you have. Some of the muscles are ones that rats have that humans don't. So extensor carpi radialis, we have that. This next muscle here is going to extend all of the digits. So it's called extensor digitorum communis, just like Bernie Sanders. But easy way to remember, communists work together, so extensor of all the digits together. Orum is the Latin plural possessive, so extensor of the digits. Then we got two little muscles on the side that extend the lateral two digits. This guy's really tiny on it. So under our extensor digitorum communis, we got this little muscle here that extends the fourth digit. Extensor digiti 4, then extensor digiti 5. Now we're on the ulnar side, so this is extensor carpi ulnaris. Okay, so extensor carpi radialis, ulnaris, extensor digits. Okay, orum communis, digiti 4, digiti 5. All right, coming around to this side. And again, take the time to make sure you're on the right limb. Luckily, this little rat died in the middle of quoting Shakespeare, so it's easy to tell which limb you're on. That's why Amanda chose him, because he's classy. Alright, so this is going to be a little tougher, because this guy's, again, his arms can be a little bit of a challenge, but here we go. You see right here, this muscle where your tricep is, sits on top of the rat's tricep. That's the epitrochlearis. We got a little ball of fat here on his muscle that's going to disappoint some of you, but his bicep is a tiny little pebble-like thing. So as we extend out that arm, we've got a little bit of fat here.
Want me to hold?
No, it's okay. He's fine. There it is. There's the little round bicep, brachii. So epitrochlearis, biceps brachii. Now we get onto the forearm, which again, many of you have already begun removing this fascia here called the antebrachial fascia, which makes things easier. We're looking for four muscles here. In the middle, we've got this one that really stands out. It's going to be oblong in shape, and that's the palmaris longus. But here we see another muscle that we've already seen once before, right? Because here we're still on the extensor side. So that's the extensor carpi radialis right there. And working our way over, our first muscle is shorter than the rest. Because it doesn't have to run the full length of the forearm to do what it does, which is cause pronation. So that's our pronator teres. Then our next little muscle is going to be the flexor carpi radialis. Pronator teres, flexor carpi radialis. This oblong muscle in the middle is going to be the palmaris longus. And now we're on the ulnar side, so flexor carpi ulnaris. So the forearm on the medial aspect goes PF-PF. Pronator, flexor, palmaris, flexor. And again, the pronator being shorter than the rest. Right along there. And that's it.